Well, there it is, very briefly. The Edsel story and the Edsel car. We're proud of it, and we hope you are too. I'm sure all of the members of Ford management understand the Edsel program better after hearing the story and seeing the car. But I would like to add this. Although Edsel Division is telling you this story, we didn't write all of it. Of course, the operating committee of Edsel Division has done a fine job in helping to bring us to this point in our history. I'd like you to meet them. Neil Bloom, Chief Product Engineer. Bob Collins, Manufacturing Manager. John Cooney, Industrial Relations Manager. Larry Doyle, General Sales and Marketing Manager. Emmett Judge, whom you have met. Dick Halleck, General Purchasing Agent. Ben Lackey, Controller. And Gail Warnock, Public Relations Manager. Each of these men in his own field has contributed a great deal to making our program a success. But the Edsel program is more than an Edsel Division program. It is a Ford Motor Company program. And it could never have been developed without the earnest and talented work of a lot of people. For example, the styling office under Bill Ford and George Walker, with Elwood Engel and Roy Brown, played vital roles in the styling of the Edsel. We are also grateful for the job which has been done by the engineering staff under the direction of Earl McPherson, Vice President and Advisor, Engineering Policy, and Andy Kuchar, Vice President, Engineering and Research. You have seen some of the new mechanical and electrical features developed through the cooperative efforts of the engineering staff and other engineering activities throughout the company, all of which will contribute to the success of the Edsel. These men represent literally thousands of people in Ford Motor Company staff and all the divisions who have contributed to the program with their work, talents, and ideas. Obviously, I can't name them all, much as I would like to. But I would like to take this opportunity to express the sincere appreciation of the Edsel Division to all of them. We have referred to the Edsel program in this meeting as the culmination of 10 years of planning and development, and it is. But it is not an ending in any sense. It is a beginning, the beginning of a great deal of work and effort on the part of every one of us to make the introduction of this new car a success. The job has just begun, and I know we can count on every one of you to make it a continuing success story. The Edsel story, which you have just seen, is the story of Ford Motor Company's faith in the future. I think it is very appropriate that we now hear from a man who has been a symbol of that kind of thinking in our management team. It is my pleasure to present Mr. Ernest R. Breach, Chairman of the Board, with his own message to close our meeting. Mr. Breach.
How do you do, gentlemen? You've heard the Edsel story. You've seen the product. I hope you're as enthusiastic about the car and about the job it can do for Ford Motor Company as we are. The introduction of the Edsel next month will be an historic step forward for our company in our efforts to achieve competitive leadership in the industry. At the same time, this program was undertaken with a full recognition of the financial risks involved. We believe that the car has the styling that will appeal to the buying public, but every Edsel from the beginning must be the highest quality in the industry if the car is to be a success. Every purchaser of an Edsel car will either be a satisfied or a dissatisfied customer, depending upon that quality. Now, we've come a long way in the last 10 years or so, for which full credit is due to you members of this management team. If that were not true, we'd not be having this meeting because there would be no Edsel car. We would not have had the money, the facilities, the manpower, or the management know-how to tackle this tremendous job had it not been for our progress during the past decade. Management in every phase of our operations has contributed to that progress. With better manufacturing and assembling processes, with higher quality and lower costs, with better style and better engineered products, with an effective sales organization in the field, and with better human relations in our plants and offices. Together, we've made great progress. Our accomplishments fortunately, have far outweighed our mistakes. But the road ahead is just as challenging and just as tough. And the rewards for intelligent planning and hard work are even more promising. There is no question in my mind that with your cooperation, Ford Motor Company will continue to grow and prosper. The Edsel, the car you have just seen and heard about, will play an important part in the challenge of the future. With all of us behind the program, I have every confidence that starting with the first public showings in September, Edsel is going to make a bigger and bigger place for itself on the American road and contribute to the next decade of growth of the Ford Motor Company, in which all of us, every one of us, has a real personal stake.